Hey there, welcome back to Spirit of a Handyman. Today, I want to show you at least how I am planning to cut one of these large format tiles around the toilet flange. Basically, what we've read on the interwebs is the way to do this is with an angle grinder, a hole saw bit that's like 7 inches across. Probably isn't a good idea, but that was my first idea. So I've got a tile. We need to do a dry fit real quick just to make sure it fits this space. And then once we get that in with the dry fit, we're gonna double check the placement of this and cut it out, and then hope that the tile doesn't break and that we can get it in and set it and be done with this bathroom remodel. So that's the plan. Stay tuned. So we're doing a dry fit. Got this piece, I had it pre-cut to go around that, and it's a pretty good fit. Of course we're gonna nudge it back to the right a little bit and then have more of a reveal by the wall because the trim's gonna cover that. So now we're ready to measure out and mark where that toilet flange goes. All right, so we got it laid out to show that's the kind of gap we want. Jay was just getting our measurement to show the reveal there. That way we know how much we're gonna add on as we measure that off. And then we can go off the back wall, off the side wall, to the center of the flange, and then make our circle, cut it out, drop the tile in, easy peasy. Probably a couple hours. Toilet flange is 7 heavy, just a little bit bigger than 7 inches. This paint can here is 6 3/4. So basically if we set this where our flange is gonna go, we can trace around it and then just kind of widen that circle. So this is the poor man's toilet flange cutout mark. So we've got a mark coming off this side of the tile, mark coming off this side of the tile, mark coming over here. We just kind of have that centered to where there's the same gap all the way around. We'll trace that and then plug in this little puppy and make our cut. We're opting to cut it from the bottom because it seems like there'll be less chipping that way. Maybe the opposite is true. Maybe we need to go from the top. So I'm gonna look that up real quick. But at the very least, we're practicing getting our circle drawn here. Look at this little piece, this remnant of this tile sitting over here. So I wanted to see if it was better to cut from the top or to come from the back. So this was a cut from the top, this was a cut from the top, this one was a cut from the back, and it had that chipping. I think this one was also a cut from the back, a lot less chipping, but either way, I think I'm sold on, let's go from the top, cut through the glaze, and make our cut that a ways and have less chipping on the face of the tile. All right, dry fit, pretty stinking good. Way to go, Jay. Looks like we still need to go this way by about 1/4 inch, so we're gonna just shave off like, what, here, and here. Just open it up just a little bit. That'll slide the tile that way, and then we're ready to make some slurry and set this puppy. All right, so this is the dry fit. With such a large tile, it's really hard to slip it in there and hold on the camera. Maybe I'll set it up for the final one. But the one thing that I would like to do is I'd like for this edge to still be underneath here. And in order to do that, I really need this to come up flush over here. So basically, I need these to be flush. I think I can do that. I'm just gonna slide it a little bit. But that might be my one little weakness. So this is not the most beautiful circle we've ever cut, but basically we cut out a square from the top, and then once we were able to get the grinding wheel in there, we were able to kind of like carve out the other 4 points, and that gave us that point. So we're ready to go ahead and mix up our mortar, drop this on, and let it cure, and then we'll come back and grout our seams, install our baseboard, and have this bathroom under wraps. So there you have it, how to install a large format tile around a toilet flange without any breaks or anything like that. We cut it from the top. That seemed to go really well. Feel pretty good about this. I wouldn't give it an A+, I'd give it maybe an A-, B+, but pretty decent. And for being the first time I've ever tried to install a large format tile, I feel like if I can do it, then this empowers the spirit of a handyman inside you. Go out there and make something amazing. Comment down below about what it was, and I can't wait to read about how it turned out. Click that subscribe button and stay tuned for more updates from Spirit of a Handyman.
He's got the spirit of a handyman.